Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Idaho Esports stream. Today we've got another match today. We had Rocket League earlier today, and now it's time for Overwatch. I'm Spirit, and today I'm joined by Mega Shark.
Ooh, let's get ready. I'm so excited for this match. After last week, um, the Overwatch team went and reverse swept the opponents. It was down 2 matches, and then they came back and crushed them. It was such an exciting match to watch, and I believe they're going to bring the same energy into this match.
I think so too. That was a pretty crazy game to see because those first two maps were pretty dominant wins for the opponents, and then Idaho just had a complete mental reset and bring the series back home.
Yeah.
But yeah, today we're going up against St. Francis University. Currently, they are at 0-4, and Idaho is at a 2-2 record. And let's kind of see where they want to take that today. St. Francis looking for their first win of the season. Idaho looking to get that positive win record.
Yeah, and I believe after this win that they might secure a spot in playoffs. If they pull a big differential here, they're going to be in a really good standing compared to other teams with the same wins.
You might be right because we're on week 5 right now, out of 7 for regular season, and that only gives us a few weeks left. We do have spring break coming up here in a few weeks too, so there will not be any competition going on then, at least on stream.
Yeah, a logistical nightmare for some of these teams with the different schools having different spring rigs. But if you guys want to take a look inside of our lab, we've got 3 of our players in the row and their sub. Just an amazing cheerleader for the team. And it looks like they're in good spirits. You love to see it.
Absolutely, I think they're going in with pretty high energy and pretty high hopes. They like we were just talking about a little bit there. The St. Francis is on spring break right now, which kind of led some scheduling conflicts and leading our game to get pushed back an hour and a half today. And it was almost a forfeit, but we're going to play it out and just have the reschedule run, and series should be starting here shortly.
Yeah, I'm very glad that they chose to play. I mean, all the teams I encourage them to play, no matter if there's a chance of a forfeit going through.
Yeah,
Looks better on stats.
absolutely. And there's a lot you can learn from a win or a loss. Might as well play it out even and no matter what if you got the option to.
Yeah, I absolutely nothing wrong with that. And if peeking on their screens like a little stalker, we can see that they've got 5 of their members in, and we're just kind of waiting out before they can get 5 guys in. We can get rolling. I'm hoping game 1 they come out with some energy.
I think so. We'll probably start it off on our control point map, which will most likely be Samoa. That's kind of been the history for the first map. It's either Samoa, sometimes Busan.
A lot of Li Jiang.
Yes, yeah, Lijiang, not
So,
Busan.
yeah, so I from the last game, there's a lot to learn, and they made the adjustments. And in the past, we've seen a very aggressive tank from Magic Turtle, and we're hoping. I love to see it. I love to see an aggressive tank because that gives just a great point of view. Because you swap over to Meat's perspective, and the entire enemy team is pushed back because their tank is so far up, and they just can't get them.
Yeah, it's a fun way to play the game. As a Reinhardt main myself, I mean, what's better than just running in and
Absolutely.
stopping at their grounds?
Yeah, because I play a little bit all around, but Ryan's got to be my main guy. If I'm not playing Ryan, I'm playing Winston, and
Respect.
with Magic Turtle playing Diva a lot of the time, it's the exact middle ground.
Yeah.
So
So you're no stranger here at the lab, especially with competing too. You played on some JV Rocket League teams in the past. Is there any other games you've competed in?
I've not competed in any other games, but as it stands, I'm a sub for the varsity team, which sounds very special. They're not missing any games. They're doing a very good job playing all their games, and I don't have to sub in, which works out because we get more wins that way. And if it were to be another game that I compete in, it would definitely be Overwatch. I have a little bit of barters from some of the players there to try to get me to queue a couple matches with them, and I love to see their energy. I don't know about you.
Oh, I do. I think it's worth a shot. I mean, next season's always going to be running around the corner faster than we expect it.
I,
Might as well try and fill a slot that could be filled. We're going to be
mean,
losing Brawler here soon.
True. I mean, you could also be competing in that.
I love casting this game too much to compete.
That's
and
true.
I'm kind of a casual.
That everything's just so much fun around the lab.
It is.
So, with Overwatch, the game's always changing.
Yes.
They just released 5 new heroes, and it completely just mulched how the game was played originally.
I loved it though. I think it was a very nice shake up to the game. It's something it definitely needed. It bring a lot of energy back for me personally, who was kind of like in a bit of a stalemate with the game where it's like I still love it. I don't play it a lot, but then this update came out and it's the most fun I've been having with the game since probably 2018.
Yeah, I think their new philosophy has been just make it fun.
Yeah.
Which I want to see a JPC in this match. The jetpack cat, I think, because Blake's been experimenting with it. He
Oh,
he
okay.
gets a little bit fun in casual matches, and I don't think Ewan will.
No, I
really
doubt
want to
it.
see it though. But just carrying the tank over, you see on the clips, Roadhog goes right over the back line, locks in a hook, and he's just out,
Yeah.
gone. It's like Batman. Just drops from the rafters, takes out the goon right next to you, and you're nothing but fear.
It's beautiful. That cat has been one of the craziest additions that they've probably the craziest addition they could have thrown in the game. It's so funny seeing how beloved and hated a character is at the exact same time.
Yeah, a lot of my matches actually have him banned, and
Really?
I'm the one banning him because he is a nightmare to go against. If I'm not on DPS, I don't know what to do.
That's fair. What is your history with Overwatch? How long have you been playing? And like, what characters do you like to play?
Who started playing when the game came out originally, and I was on PS4. A lot of PS4
That's where I
time.
started too.
I clocked in 8 hours on Widowmaker on PS4, and I was young, so I wasn't very good. I think I placed bronze, so a little embarrassing there. Then I just picked it up in the last year or two, maybe 3 years, and just ranked over and over and over again. I was put out for a while, and all I had time to do was to play Overwatch, so I got pretty good playing during that time.
Nice.
What about you?
I started playing Overwatch at launch, I think too, and I played it like I was in eighth grade at the time. I was about 13, 14 years old, and I played it religiously through whatever was left in middle school and like almost all of high school. I was playing ranked a lot.
Wow.
I also first started at bronze, and then I think I ended up peaking around diamond. And after that, I kind of started falling off with the game, and I would only really queue up casually every once a blue moon. And that's kind of what the point I've been hitting recently, and starting to try to improve more and get back onto the ranked grind because I do miss it.
I I love me a good grind. I'm always queuing comp and those quick play matches. I'm getting whooped harder in quick play than I am in comp.
No
It
kidding.
is crazy, these people.
I know it's gotten full of like quick plays, like full of sweats now.
It's
And granted, I
bad.
am part of the problem on that. I
Yeah.
will admit. Um, but like it's kind of sad though because like a lot of people will have that experience. Well, they'll queue into a quick play match thinking they're going to try and learn and get into the game, but then they just get stomped on, and it kind of
Yeah.
deters them from wanting to play more. And if that's you, don't let that be. Overwatch, like the matchmaking is kind of awful. I will not lie, but persevere through it, and you will end up having a blast with the game.
Dude, it can be said about every game. You get
True.
3 matches of going against people that are like some of our players.
The goats,
You love to see in chat a little bit of support towards Magic Turtle. He's over at the very end. You guys know his face.
the one and only.
Absolute monster on the sticks. And anyways, back to just queuing the game. You get a couple matches where it's super easy. A lot of new game releases, it's like that. You go in and you're just like, whoo, straight easy. And then you get put into the real people lobbies.
Yep,
That's killed it for so many games for me.
that's fair.
It's like a puzzle game when you finally hit that first hard puzzle after 3 easy ones.
Yeah.
And then so behind the scenes, I put in the stats and I get to see all of our players' performances over time and I get to see what their games look like. So I actually have their stats for the games that they've been playing on the last so far. As of
Ooh.
right now, they are at a 75% win percent on Control Point. Just amazing. So I believe that is their first map that they play almost every series, which they didn't lose a map on Lijiang until last week.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
And that
Wow.
was 1 out of 4 games, 3 other games before that. So impressive.
And I even think all of last season, they won the first map every single game they played on either Samoa or Lijiang.
Yeah. And into the more important stats that people love to see, so you can keep an eye out on how our individual players are performing on the games. We got their averages. So let's start with our tank, Magic Turtle. Love him. He is averaging 10,000 mitigation and almost 10,000 damage a game.
Wow.
So this doesn't take in match time, so this isn't an average per 10 minutes, but this is an average per series. So they could have a 4-minute game where they crush, 4-minute game where they lose, a 20-minute game where they just get 25,000 damage. Either way, averaging about 10,000 damage a game, that is a solid game. I Once you hit that 5-figure number, you're looking pretty good.
Oh yeah, that's really cool.
Everybody wave hi to Awesome Sauce. He doesn't know it, but we're all looking at him. Then our next is our DPSs that would be Brawler and Navigator. They are averaging 8,000 for Brawler and 9.5k for Navigator. So not as much as the tank, of course. Tank has the most uptime, so that's how it's going to be. But these are great numbers. There's a couple matches earlier in the season where it was a tough look or a complete crush. I hope to see if it's not just a sweep, even though it's a short match. I mean, I don't know about how you feel about short matches, but I'm a fan of the longer ones.
I am too. I like a little bit more competition. A stomp can be fun when I like playing short matches where I win. That's always a good feeling. But I'm more of a fan of back and forth and
Yeah.
testing the brain a little bit.
You see it Rocket League, what was streamed earlier today, that mental factor is huge. 5-minute game for Overwatch, something went wrong. One of the teams just bombed it hard, and that match ended quickly. But Rocket League, that's every game. Looking at the stats for our varsity team, they crushed a team 8-1 in one of the matches. That's 5 minutes where after about 2 minutes, you know you've lost the game, and you're just playing it out. How do you come back from something like that?
I don't know. That would be really tough.
So, and hopefully with our in-player coaches / captains, they're taking that leadership role. One of the jobs that I preach to every single captain is got to keep the mentals in check between games. What do you do between games if you have like a really frustrating match?
I'll usually sit in lobby, go grab some water, and if it's really really bad, I'm just getting off.
Yeah, that's fair.
I like just cool down, grab some water, and reset and jump right back in.
Play a little bit of Minecraft.
Yeah,
That's my go-to. Really frustrating 2 matches. Play a little bit of Minecraft.
it's a good idea. It's a nice calming environment.
Albeit doesn't. Once I swap back to Overwatch, it's like I never left. I'm just right back to the mold. And looking at it, there's no molding in sight. I have nothing but green pastures. It's like that old Windows background.
Yeah.
Blue, green, nice little breeze. I think somebody punched the webcam, but
What?
we got a money shot of Awesome Sauce.
It looks like this is coming off of Rain's PC.
I believe so as well. I mean,
Daniel kind in the background.
got our
He's looking
Street
at
Fighter
himself.
player.
Let's go. The one and only #free Daniel.
#free Daniel.
One day. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. We
So,
got you.
We gotta move the glaze train over to our Street Fighter. He just hit Masters in Street Fighter just recently.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, come on, hit a little
Come
flex for
on.
us.
Yeah. Be proud of it. You've earned it.
So that's tough. Masters is the top percent of players. Once you get in there, it's pretty hard to drop out of it, but you have to know the game like the back of your hand.
Yeah.
And Street Fighter is such a difficult game to get a hold of.
Congratulations to him. And if I'm not mistaken, you and Meat 11305 kind of go way back, don't you?
Oh, yes, we do. So me and Meat 11305 met in elementary school, actually.
Wow.
So I had moved over to the area in about 5th grade. He was actually friends with my brother first, and then a couple of years passed by. I became friends with him, and then the rest is history. He's been my duo Q for this game for ages, and he loves to tell me how to play because he is getting awesome coaching from his personal coaches for Kiri and Lucio, as well as the team situation.
That's awesome. And Meat 11 also, he played in Montana for a bit too before he came over here.
Yes, he was part of UMT's roster. He was, I believe, what team was it? I believe it was just the JV team. They have crimson, maroon colors for it, and that kind of confuses me. But he played it, and he actually still is in contact with a lot of those guys.
That's cool.
They are super cool. I love the people from UMT. Actually, last semester went up there on a trip, and that was super fun.
Right on.
Now, don't get me ahead of myself. I think we're still reigning kings across the esports department in labs and production quality, but they're not that far behind.
Yeah, well, good for them.
So as we keep going, looking more at the stats, as my wonderful phone. So our supports, of course, Meat 11305 and Awesome Sauce are also averaging about 10K for heals, which when you look at the supports, you have to also factor in the heals and the damage.
Yes,
Do you play support at all?
I do.
Okay. What is your playstyle? Are you damage heavy? Are you support heavy? Are you just player saves?
I'm kind of a mix. I like making sure everyone's full HP. Like I would say healing is my main priority,
Mhm.
but it kind of also depends on who I'm playing.
Who do
But
you play?
I play Lucio. I play a lot of Lifeweaver, and a bit of Wu Yang and Juno. I haven't played them too much recently, but mainly Lucio and Lifeweaver.
Those are some tough heroes. Those require a lot of thinking, especially Lucio. It's a lot of buttons to click.
Yeah, he was my goat when I was playing when I was younger. Playing Lucio is what helped me climb from bronze to diamond initially. And I was
Wow.
also on PS4, so I did the whole button remap. I had left trigger as my jump. I had boop on my
Wow.
right thumbstick. It's like muscle memory to me playing Lucio on a controller.
That's awesome. Personally, I play Zen and Bap.
Oh, fun.
Actually, very similar pool to Awesome Sauce. He plays a lot of Bap, and I love to see it. Even though different playstyles than me, I get a little critical about it. But he's on the team, I'm not, so I should probably keep my mouth shut about that.
Well, if you've got some insight you can share, it's always worth it. I experimented in BAP for a bit, and he's a ton of fun, and I really
Super
love
fun.
seeing him get busted out in these games now that Awesome Sauce is here.
He is so good at the brawl.
Yes.
Of course, the player is going to make or break the hero, but I definitely think BAP makes it. Actually, this brings me into the stats again. I've been tracking player saves.
Ooh.
When the players provide it to me, I give them their stats for their average player saves in a game, which is 14.4 for Awesome Sauce.
Wow.
14 deaths he prevents, which got to blame it to that Immort field.
Oh, for sure.
Absolutely just a valuable piece of his kit. And I keep forgetting to use it in my games.
It's got such a long cooldown, though, that sometimes it's like, do I want to use it now or do I want to save it for later? If I use it now, will I waste it? If I don't, will they die?
Yeah.
All those quick things.
You ever get dove and just dump all of your cooldowns all at once?
Oh, yeah, you have to.
Every time. There was one time where I was trying to heal my teammate while an Echo was diving me. It was actually earlier today. Threw him an Immort field at an Echo. It landed way into the back line. Didn't hit anybody. And then I hit my heal burst. Nobody was around me. I was full health, which for those who don't know, BAP's healing surge, which you'll see a little pulse around his character, heals more when you're critical, which is below half. Healed nothing, basically. Somehow killed the Echo.
Hey, I guess that's worth it in the end, at least for you.
Unfortunately, did not win the match.
Oh,
Bummer. Back to our players. The damage stats for between Awesome Sauce and Meat, very similar. 800 damage difference.
wow.
Which, in a game, that's like shooting the tank 3 times.
Yeah.
Then, this is the biggest shocker that I just can't get over. Awesome Sauce and Meat 11305 have the exact same number of deaths and only 10 off from the assists. So, Awesome Sauce and Meat are both at 97 total deaths, which on average is 10 lower than the rest of the team.
Hey, that's good.
Yeah.
You're doing support things right.
And the total assists of supports get assists more than DPS, whoever else. They have, I think, quadruple, if not 16 times the amount of stats for assists than the rest of the team.
Wow.
Both Awesome Sauce at 320, Meat at 330, which how's it even possible?
Yeah.
Just writing those down, 20 assists, 30 assists, 50 assists on some of these longer games.
Is that across like a whole is this from the entirety of like the season?
This is individual matches.
Oh,
and then the
okay.
totals are from the entire season.
Nice. Okay.
And I always love a longer series just because it gives them more stats, makes the numbers look a little bit better on paper.
Yeah. Get to do a little bit of stat padding for yourself. I'm stoked that you're doing this. I think this is really cool and a great addition for you. Do this for like all the teams?
Yes.
Wow.
So Some of the other stats that are of note is our JV Valorant team, which of course we've talked about them on Tuesday. They are our currently undefeated team. Looks like we're actually loading into the game as we speak, but I'll finish up real quick here. JV Valorant is undefeated, and their top player, game captain, is averaging, I think, 25 or 27 kills a game.
Oh my goodness.
Which is ridiculous. And his rank is considerably higher than the rest of his team, but wow. And not just that, it's not like he's top fragging every game. He's making his team play better as well.
That's good. That's what a good game captain should do.
No, I
you
see
bring
what
your
you
team
did there.
up with you.
And a pretty strong leader on that team. So for first map, we're looking at Legion Tower.
Oh, your wish might have been answered. Look at the support lineup for St. Francis.
Ooh, we got Jetpack Cat. So their tank is named Baldiff.
That's awesome.
I
And look who he's playing.
think I already know how this is going to go down.
I'm so stoked.
So we can't talk about gambling, but would you wager money that he swaps heroes halfway through this match?
Ooh. You know, I wonder if he's a complete ball one trick, then no. But I feel like, yeah, I feel like he will swap.
There's no way he's played this many matches and hasn't.
Yeah.
But looking at the composition for both teams, we're playing a heavy brawl. We've got Cass, Sim for the TP, Orisa to hold it down, and then of course feed on Kiri. A pick, starting off the fight. Magic Turtle gets the kill.
Idaho did have the objective held down, and they were standing it, but they left to go and try to take a fight, and it allowed St. Francis to capture the point. Idaho's going to go and push them right back off. His Navigator's going to go and pick
So
up
close
Ice
to
Spice
capturing it. So that Sim is putting in some work. Good numbers. That flashbang. Brawler secures the kill on Tracer after a flashbang from Navigator.
Trying to track down and finish the ball off. Brawler's looking to do it as Meat's going to TP in for the assist, but ball does go all the way around.
So that first team fight ended pretty fast. They're staggered again. Emre goes down. We can send our condolences to Burrito Bandit. Awesome Sauce is bringing out Miski. I don't know if I've seen this in prior games.
I think this is his first time. I think he tried to play it maybe on one map and then swapped. I think this is his first time trying to run it in competition.
There's an Echo up the high ground. Magic Turtle goes down due to the focusing beam from Echo. Huge hinder from Awesome Sauce. Navigator barely escapes out with his life. They're all playing really tight to each other. Goes above them. Emre throwing in nades. Looking at is a complete scramble right now, but I think one of them is playing on controller. You see that little bit of aim assist happening?
I think so.
It's going to be interesting. Definitely a different playstyle, but this looks like this second fight has come to an end. Idaho having to regroup after the stagger.
They're going to come back with a huge ult advantage, though. They've already got 3, and Brawler and Magic Turtle are both just on the cusp of getting their own, too.
I believe the Echo had already popped their ult. They're at... They must... I'm so confused. They just went up 40% in like 3 hits.
Idaho dropped 3 ultimates. It did not secure the eliminations, but they did secure the objective. Make that a 4th as Magic Turtle goes down for the slam. And nobody got caught with a single one of those ults.
Magic Turtle goes down, gets the trade against the Kiri. That's 2 down for SFU. Idaho is up now. Just a Mauga left. Mauga goes down due to beat 11 305. Kunai.
Idaho able to keep the objective locked in. Down to
what
a pick! Look at that smile on his face after he hit that.
He has been dialed with it. I saw another hinder on... Oh my god, the flashbang kept her from hovering.
That is crazy, and I've never seen flashbang get a map elimination like that. Oh, and he did. Yep, the swap to Malga was inevitable. It only makes sense as he does go ahead, run on in, and take Brawler right out.
So we're in a huge battle right now. Magic Turtle is just... Health is really low right now. He's been catching that. He's not been getting too many kills, probably due to the panic from having 4 people in front of you all at once.
St. Francis able to take the point in overtime, racking it up to 40%. Idaho trying to regroup and make one more push to see if they cannot secure this first round.
So for this next fight, we're looking at pretty even split on the ults, but we do have Simmel, and that's going to be a really good one once we get onto the point. Looks like we're taking a different approach in this round.
Yeah, taking it around back this time instead of trying to run straight in. Playing around the corners. Oh, TP off the brawler.
Huge jab. Emre goes down. Naga stun. Ooh, Echo gets the huge ult with the Rissa.
That was a great copy and played it out perfectly. Meet 11-305. Forced to just jump off the map as the team kill does come through for St. Francis. Now up to 75%.
So it looks like we're going to have one more fight. If this one ends fast, maybe two, but we've got 3 ults. St. Francis has only Mauga ult to go off of. And with a couple Kitsune, you can fry that entire thing. Simwall goes down. Mauga pops Cage Fight to try to hold them back. TP gets placed. Deadeye is active. Kitsune is also active.
Navigator able to find one. Taking out Ball Diff. Jetpack Cat running onto the point
man.
and does trick. Oh, what a hook
Wow.
from Awesome Sauce. Navigator with the 2 and make it one more for good luck. Going to 99-99 in the overtime. Idaho does get the secure. Overtime still ticking out, and go ahead, pop the ult. Why not? Idaho takes round 1.
Beautiful hinders from Awesome Sauce in that half. He didn't even have to use his ult right at the end.
Yeah.
Wow.
He was on point with those skill shots from Mizuki's kid.
So far, it looks like our mechanics are pretty dialed in. I'm not seeing any big strategy issues. Sam Francis has really good focus on the tank right now.
They do. It was a very even round 1. Idaho was kind of dominating the pace at first, but once St. Francis took control, they bring it up to a 99-99.
I believe they're relying on their ults quite a bit for San Francis, which gives our team a little bit of an advantage, but we just got to stay calm.
Yeah.
Brings us to our next point.
Not much of a change-up at all for Idaho. St. Francis is going to go ahead and run Moira and Farah this time around, too. Oh, meet with the quick pick on a Jetpack
Two
Cat.
go down right at the beginning of the fight.
Both the aerial aces are out of the sky, and Idaho is looking to go ahead and take advantage of their numbers and hold pressure down on the point and not allow St. Francis to get any distance.
I was just about to say, Farah is pretty impressive on this part of the map due to so much airspace, but Navigator able to just take her out of the air. Another dink straight up to the side.
Forced to swap back over to Emre. Oh, Mauga sitting real low. Navigator able to finish the job.
5v4 brawl in the corner.
Going for the spear. Oh, it doesn't connect. That was a low HP Moira, but Magic Turtle does not care.
Push
He's going in.
Emre
Oh, what
environment
an
kill.
elim.
Somebody start counting. That is 2 for you, Idaho, already. Oh.
Ice Spice Lover is on fire right now with Echo, getting into the back line and just absolutely landing all these perfect sticky grenades, and that got 2 of them off of it.
He's clean with those nades. I don't think he's missed more than just a couple. Mauga able to steer the end of the fight on Brawler and Magic Turtle.
St. Francis is able to capture the point. Idaho racking it up to 39%. Going to regroup and look for another push.
Look like Echo ult is up. We've got Orisa ult coming up here, Terra Surge, and we got Kitsune also coming up as well. This will be interesting because they already have 1, but we've got 2 coming up in their rotation, 3 even. So let's see how they play this.
Looking for some early poke. It does place the teleporter.
Terra Surge coming in.
Oh, Awesome Sauce getting picked first off the nade. Ice Spice Lover and Ball Diff finding more. Remorse going to make that a 4th as Navigator is left all alone on the field.
I believe the Emre nades did a number on that TP. Can you believe 120 damage a nade for those things?
Wow.
So 1 burst, a nade, and it's a wrap for any squishies. Idaho has to regroup and take another stab at it. They're going to take this side angle again. And they still have Terra Surge. They did not use it in the last fight like I expected them to. Kitsune leads in the charge.
But Mauga's here too, stomping on down.
Mauga goes down. It is now 3v4. Idaho is not looking too good right now. Echo is popping ult. Death Blossom on top. Ice Spice Lover secures 1 kill with Death Blossom.
Navigator finding 1 of his own until he gets traded off with Ice Spice Lover finding 2 more. St. Francis up to almost 80% on the objective.
the gameplay of Mauga saying, no, I don't think I like you playing tank. I'm just going to stop you from playing tank, and it's working really well. I think Magic Turtle's getting stopped on his space taking, and he's able to poke him some distance. This is how they play it this next couple of fights, maybe next round. Hopefully we can put through the cap.
Does not look like Idaho's going to be able to touch. And round 2 is going to go to St. Francis. We're going to round 3 here in map 1.
Unfortunate, but 1-1. There's always another round. And did we have a couple of ults at the end there?
I think so. They were pressured pretty far back and didn't even get the chance to pop them.
Unfortunate, but brings us to our third point, and this one is not as tight on the corners. It is still a little bit better to be in a brawl, which based on my guesses, we're going to keep it the same. Looks like we are swapping our support. Meat is going to go over to Lucio. Awesome Sauce going to Bap. And Brawler going to Tracer. Looks like we're going full dive here.
Ooh, make that a Reaper.
Ooh. You'd love to see it. The St. Francis takes Vendetta. They did have it on Reaper for a second there. This replaces their Echo.
That'll be interesting to see how that plays out for Idaho. Oh, Brawler with the first quick pick on the ball div.
As history repeats itself, us getting that first pick.
Magic Turtle able to find the second. Idaho does have the numbers, and Magic Turtle is going in for the eliminations, for the pressure.
Point unlocked. See if we peel back, get it. We've got 2 of them. Looks like both of our supports around there. Vendetta's going to take the outside angle.
Oh, but Magic Turtle had it spotted. Not able to land the Javelin, but tries to spin him off the map. Vendetta's really, really strong and has great mobility, so not much of a problem to dash right back on up.
Eyes like a hawk. I don't think I would have had that if it wasn't for the observer cam.
Me neither.
Looks like we're going to be falling back a little bit. As Brawler goes down, that puts us in a 3-5.
Does seem so. St. Francis able to trade off and get the point. Idaho racking up 17%.
Look at that tracking. That was beautiful. Looks like they're going to hold the tight corners. This Vendetta is going to be a nightmare against the squishies. I don't know the exact damage count on her overhead strike, but you can crit with it, and it is lethal.
Yes, it is.
So, Reaper come back, but his Brawler. A window goes down in front of the Mauga, and right now we're going to push the advantage. Emre and Mauga sit on the point. Magic Turtle's coming in. He's very low. 1 health. He's still alive. We keep going. Somehow Magic Turtle made it out there alive. We get a whole bunch of criticals. Cage fight goes down. What is Lucio's ult called?
Beat drop.
Beat drop. That dropped, kept them alive through the cage fight.
Brawler with 2 off the Death Blossom.
Ooh, let's see what it looks like now. Brawler getting another kill. Magic Turtle, he drops a spray to flex a little bit. We'll see if he gets play of the game at the end here. And what we're seeing is we're still holding the point. It's now 39-40.
Yeah, this map has been super, super close. A lot of back and forth every single round. Idaho's getting some competition here to try to lower that win percentage that we were just talking about earlier.
Cool. Brawler just barely unable to get out. Moira ult ends, and Idaho pushed back. He's losing one of their guys. Awesome Sauce doing a great job keeping Magic Turtle alive after Vendetta ult.
We did have another trade where St. Francis went and picked up the objective once again.
5-3, 4-3 due to an Emre nade. We were just talking about before how lethal they are. Ooh, Navigator takes a good off angle. Being able to swap some attention. Idaho closes out that team fight.
And another trade on the objective. This is the most back and forth map I've ever seen the Vandals play.
Getting exciting.
And we got audio.
Heck yes. A little bit hard to follow when you can't hear the ult sounds. But speaking of ults, we got Awesome Plus ult. He just dropped the damage matrix, falls due to a nade, but the entire team's able to sit behind it. Magic Turtle sees the side angle through Mauga. Vendetta goes down, beat drop.
Just in the nick of time, keeping Magic Turtle alive. But Mauga has something to say about that. I know looking to force a lot of pressure onto this Mauga here.
He's playing very dodgy Lucio, unable to get support from his team. Gets the touch. That's a good contest.
Idaho's still holding the objective, and now they drop it just in the nick of time.
So, Terra Surge for our team. We just got Deadeye as well. San Francis is looking at having Emre ult. I'm pretty sure it's called Override Protocol.
I think you're right.
Kitsune and Cage Fight.
Malga has been on fire with these ultimates. I've seen so many cages been dropped this game.
I'll have to see the damage stats at the end of this because he's got to have so many numbers.
Absolutely.
Oh, look at the speed.
Navigator able to find one off, and we
Nice.
got bodies
Takes
flying
down
all
Navigator
over the place.
in the cage fight. I think that puts us at even.
And a map 1 victory for St. Francis University, knocking Idaho off one of their strongest maps in the game. Could this set the tone for the rest of this set?
As last week we saw a reverse sweep. Maybe they just need one game to get adjusted. This is another loss in Legion, which was prior to be their strongest map. I'll be getting play of the game. Let's see what it is. Right at the end of the map. Kind of a robbery if you ask me. There's a couple of better plays throughout the match, but
Still a really solid triple kill.
yeah.
I don't think Idaho's played against a Malga a whole lot, and so this could be a pretty new
No.
competition that they haven't faced before.
I think that might come down to, because I believe they were talking about it, San Francis has a lot of controller players on their roster, which changes who they'll play. So the Emre, probably a lot of hit scan, actually,
Yeah.
because they had Emre, Malga. Who did they have on their support line?
We had Jetpack Cat for a little bit, and then we had some Kiriko, and who was the other one? Why am I blanking on that?
Because those are the same heroes.
Yeah,
Moira.
Moira, that's right.
So those ones, controller players, you love them. They
Oh,
play
yeah.
the same set of heroes. You know exactly what you're going to get. And I think it's a different change of pace. I think in past when we see a controller player, they're playing Reinhardt. And Malga is a hard one to play against, especially playing Horus.
Yeah, absolutely. Might have to swap up the tank lineup a little bit, or just find a new ways to counteract it.
I would love to see a Diva come out.
I think that's possible. We've seen Magic Turtle bust out the Diva before.
Yeah, and I just know that the team's talking about it. This is by far one of our best teams when it comes to reviewing after their games. I won't say first in because their game got pushed back, but they're definitely our last out. They spend a lot of time reviewing, a lot of time doing VODs, and they queue. And
They do. They have a really good communication, and I would even say friendship with each other.
absolutely.
Where and I would say it helps build the synergy with the team.
You see it a lot. You have some of the teams where they're not clicking as well. Of course, I'm going to speak on Rocket League because that's what I'm most familiar with. It really does create a rift, and these guys are just tight-knit and going on their second semester playing together with only one person swapping their roster.
They had a bit of a roster shakeup this time around.
They
we had
did.
Sandman and Widowfang.
Oh, yeah,
We
they
miss you
too.
guys. Hopefully we'll come back to compete soon.
Hopefully, fingers crossed. I think I'm missing a little bit of the Widowmaker shots.
Yeah.
Then a gnarly venture to rip into the back line.
It was a really fun play style. But it's always fun also seeing like new faces and new heroes and a brand new roster.
Yeah.
Magic Turtle was support last season, now he's tank. Brawler was tank, now he's damage.
I believe this is the first semester of seeing Brawler play damage.
You are correct. Yeah,
Yes.
he's only ever been tank.
And I don't know about you, but whenever I see a Hazard in my matches, immediately I think Brawler.
Me too. Me too.
I straight up was queuing a match, and I was actually playing with Meat, and playing with Meat 11305, and I got dove by a Hazard, and I straight up said, Brawler on me.
No way.
Nobody's gonna get that.
No.
That is it's like an inside joke.
That's pretty funny though. Magic Turtle did bust out the Brawler, or oh my gosh, I just did it too. The Hazard a few weeks ago, and I saw him like running, and I just instinctively called him Brawler when he was going for his play.
Yeah. So looking at the players, it looks like their energy is coming down just a little bit. I believe the later start time is going to shake up how they play this match, but I think they're going to make the pivot.
I think so too. There's still a potential of 4 more matches to be played.
Yeah.
It ain't over off the first one.
By no means. We could get a 3-1. We get 3-2, reverse sweep maybe. 3-2, not reverse sweep. That's not as fun. But I'm, again, still just so excited to see these guys play more. That first match, they spent a lot of time waiting because they didn't know they were playing at 6:30 until very close to start time.
Yes.
So they have actually been in the lab for an hour longer than they would starting wise. And they were able to hang out, have a good time in our lab, as everybody does.
That's true. Yeah, if you're here in Moscow, come swing by sometime. It's a fantastic place to come hang out, meet some new friends, play some games, and create some great memories.
Absolutely. Just in the basement of the Pittman Center. You'll see it right when you walk in. It's the big old staircase right next to the, what is it, financial aid?
Yes, yeah, financial aid and like accounts payable.
Yes, between those two. Yeah, just down those stairs, you look for the big old place where it's glowing RGB.
Yep. And where's a more fitting place to throw a bunch of gamers than a basement?
Yeah. You may not smell the gamer aura, but you can definitely see it.
That's true.
And, of course, we encourage our players to have good hygiene. It's one of our greatest things, and hopefully it stays good.
I think so. I think that's a very necessary part of a program like this.
Yeah, and of course, we call our players athletes. Don't need to smell like an athlete.
That's true.
But looking at the team, as of right now, not much to go off of. That first match, even though it went to 3 rounds, each of those rounds wrapped themselves up pretty cleanly.
Yes. It was a very, very competitive game one, though. A lot of back and forth.
Not many straggler players. It was one person on the team went down, the rest of the team funneled out, or the rest of the team fell with.
Yeah, that's true.
And very interesting, because if you're not a frequent watcher of these type of games, it looks way different than your competitive queues.
Yes, it does. There's like the level of organized play and compared to like solo queue is dramatically different. Like, for example, League of Legends is a completely different game if you're playing it with 5 people versus if you're playing it by yourself.
That's one of the games that I don't understand. You look at these symbols and you just don't understand them. Looking at the scoreboard, have you ever seen the League of Legends scoreboard?
Oh, yeah.
How do you read the symbols?
So, hold on. I'll get to that in 1 second. First things first, you watching, if you haven't already, you should take your phone, rotate it, and there's going to be this nice cool button that says subscribe, and there might even be a little bell next to it too. You should click both of those. Stay tuned. We stream 5 times a week.
Wow.
And we're always here, brand new games every day. And speaking of that, you want to know how we can stream 5 times a week? Because we are powered by Monster Energy, the greatest energy drink in the world. It's kept me fueled, alive, gave me good grades and great performance throughout my day for the past 10 years of my life. Thank you, Monster Energy. But you know what else powers this lab and powers my home? Ziply Fiber. If you're looking for a strong, solid connection, check them out. Best fiber optic internet in the area, and you'll get a great bang for your buck with it too. I live in a house full of gamers, and we never have any crashes whatsoever. Thank you, Monster. Thank you, Ziply Fiber.
Perfect. Monster Energy, #1 exam pregame.
Yes. Absolutely.
You never want a pregame before an exam. Not in the normal definition, but if it's a Monster,
it'll keep you laser focused. But we're here on New Bonnie, a classic Overwatch 1 beloved map. Idaho on the defense, St. Francis looking to attack.
Yeah.
We have a dramatic changeup in both rosters this time around.
So we get to see the Magic Turtle Diva is coming out. Brawler is playing Onron, one of the new heroes, and she is just a master of the dive. Navigator playing Ashe, Awesome Sauce and Ana, and B11305, the rock of the team, is playing Kiriko.
It's a very strange sight to see me on anything but the Kiriko. Oh, Magic Turtle with the early engage.
There we go.
Trino in the back line. Burrito Bandit going to trade it off for Meat 11-305. Both teams down support. Ball Dip's going to make Awesome Sauce go back to spawn room.
JPC is going to dive our Ashe. Going to go down from the Ashe. Burrito Bandit getting the neck. Magic Turtle goes down. Brawler goes down. That will push us off of point, and they will get the capture, maybe. We can still touch, but I don't believe they will.
That was a really fast push from St. Francis, and they paid it off really good as they secure the objective, and now it's time to start to get that payload rolling.
I would love to know what kind of bans they went into, because do you think they banned Malga?
That would probably make sense.
That or they banned one of our tanks and we had to ban one of them. I think next game they might see a ball ban, because Malga will be back on the table. But they'll be ready. They'll know exactly what's happening. That might have been why Awesome Sauce brought out Ana in this match.
Oh, true. Awesome Sauce sitting real low right now.
Oh,
what
beautiful
a
shot
from Navigator.
San Francisco is pulled up really far right now. Ball is going to stall a little bit. Navigator getting cut out a little bit on an island. Just barely unable to get support.
Yeah, these hit scan plays have been incredible from St. Francis right now.
Gotta love the controller M-Ray. It's like a laser beam. It really changes up your strategy because the aim is just amazing.
Awesome Sauce left all alone to 1v1 against Baldiv here, but Magic Turtle came in clutch for the support to support the support.
That is an amazing sentence.
Thank you.
I hope to get more of those. So, there's a Diva Bomb sitting in our back pocket. San Francis has Riptire ready to roll. Oh, bit of a plug of his exact ult.
Yeah, that was good.
And I reckon Magic Turtle's going to use it to get his mech back pretty quick. They've been pretty strong on...
Oh, the 2K on both of Idaho supports going down from the Riptire.
Wow. There we go. Just as I was guessing, he's going to use it to get his mech back. Just playing by the rule book.
Trying to hold down this point for as long as possible, but St. Francis is going to steamroll right through. 5 minutes on the clock for them to finish this round.
So much bumping and knocking around with ball. JPC also has a little bit of knockback. Junkrat has knockback. Ash has knockback.
A lot of CC.
Zero respect to your position.
I'm almost wondering if we read the ECAC site wrong earlier and they were 4-0 instead of 0-4.
Maybe. Which would be interesting, and that would be kind of a goofy mistake, but we'll see how it rolls. Maybe just it was a lack of clicking in the playstyles against their opponents.
That could make sense. Magic Turtle going to go ahead and find one more 2 picks of his own. Baldiv dropping the mines in the back line, taking out Awesome Sauce.
Unfortunate. Only if they didn't chase your person.
That was a crazy place to go ahead and put the mines right outside of spawn, and it seemed to have worked really well.
So we're holding on to 3 ults right now. Looking pretty good. I think they're going to hold on to it for this fight, and there we go. Ball goes down. I believe that is his first death in this match.
I think you're correct.
4 minutes left on the clock. They've got to hold it. They got to hold it strong. I think we got it in us.
Brawl going ahead and finding one more onto Ice Spice Lover.
Letting things play out, see where it takes. I think Onron's a good pick against the ball. That flame is a great way to scare people off.
Yes, it is.
And the Onron-Ash synergy is really strong. I don't know if I've been seeing any dynamites get dropped from our side, but I'd love to see more of them.
That's true. I didn't even think about that because you can also spam those flames. You got great backline and great dive with both of those characters working together. Oh, Awesome Sauce going to go ahead and nano up Magic Turtle, but get taken out. Magic Turtle going to go ahead and dive in, find one pick on the Burrito Bandit, looking for a second.
Through the JPC heals.
Oh, able to out-tank it. Brawler going to pop that self-revive. Crazy ability from Onron. I love seeing another character come back with 2 ultimates like how Symmetra did in Overwatch 1.
Oh, yeah. I totally forgot.
Back in the day. Another minefield's getting dropped in the back line by Idaho Spawn, and it's going to pick up Awesome Sauce again.
Unfortunate. So we've got another Diva Bomb sitting in the back pocket. Heat Snake Rush has not been dropped yet. I wager within 5 seconds it's probably going to go down and help you push back. Riptire is going down.
Gonna demech not Brawler, Magic Turtle, and force him to pop the ultimate to get it right back up. We did hear Jetpack Cat dive down in the back line.
There you go. Juno goes down to Magic Turtle. Unfortunate. A 2-for-2 trade. Junkrat is sitting in our spawn doors. Ball getting hindered for a second there.
Able to escape just in time. Jetpack Cat coming in clutch with the heals.
Who would have thought some silly little creatures are so slippery?
No kidding.
I may not see the scoreboard, but I definitely think that JPC and Hamster are lowest on deaths on the scoreboard right now.
I think you're right. That would make sense.
Here's Pete's name. Bob coming in retaliation. Oh, Meat TPs and gets hit with some extra mines. JPC dives. Is Bob able to secure a kill on another Ash? Magic Turtle gets trapped, unable to escape. Now, Brawler and Awesome Sauce holding down the point for just a moment. Juno has her ult. It's going to be very crucial in St. Francis holding it.
Idaho has chipped off a handful of minutes from the point, but it looks like St. Francis is going in for to end the round here, and they do. 3 points on the board for St. Francis, a minute 15 remaining.
That's amazing. They went into that point with 4 minutes.
Yeah.
They held it for 3 whole minutes, Providence 1 minute. That's completely playable and completely winnable. I'm hoping to see minute 30 for us, maybe. But as you know, Overwatch, you never really know. You could go in with 1 minute on the clock and still win. Just
Absolutely.
Because after that first point, it really doesn't matter because you're just pushing overtime.
Yeah, and the overtime plays can make or break games too. I've won some games and lost some games in heartbreaking fashion because of overtime.
Sometimes it's most tense when you haven't even captured the first point. You held the enemy team, and you're like, oh yes, we're going into this next half. They haven't even touched the point, and you go in and you get held at spawn doors as well.
Yep.
Just actually melting to the mental, and looks like Navigator's going to change it up. Brawler has also changed it up and is playing Sombra now. Meat is on Ana.
How often have you seen Meat bust out the Ana before?
I think he's going for the sleeps, with sleeps and hinders and hacks.
Oh, yeah.
They're recognizing that the ball has been an issue.
Anything they can to deny him. Navigator going to go ahead and stick with the Ash. Magic Turtle still running the Diva. But we do see Burrito Bandit swap over to Bastion, and Ice Spice Lover on Widowmaker this time around.
I'm seeing a nasty strategy being cooked up right now. Bastion hovering in the air with JPC.
No, that would be pretty crazy to see.
With the Diva, that is a direct counter, being able to absorb so many bullets.
Oh, yep, you called it. Look at Bastion fly. Coming around, sneaking onto the backside where Idaho's at.
Now they've got 2 fronts to fight. JPC is going to take the half early, able to get a kill on Brawler. He's still 1 health, same with Ball. A sleep is hit. Widow's pushed off the high ground. Looks like we're taking good space. There goes Bastion. Jetpack Cat is also there. Oh, we're still in the brawl.
Idaho looking to capture the point. Magic Turtle stuck on it alone. Diving and collapsing on Widow, but he loses the
mech.
He
can still get it. There you go.
He does get it regardless with the dink. Brawler finding 1 more off the dice. And Ball Diff getting another trade onto me. Idaho looking to keep the point rolling, though. They got the first pick.
There you go. Mech is coming back from hits off the ball.
Pile driver into the ground and escapes on 1 HP.
You can see Brawler chasing the ball. He's going to try to maintain control of the health packs, I believe. What a great strategy. With his, what's his passive? Is it airborne heals him or is it health packs heal more?
Oh, I actually do not know for Ball.
I believe it's the health packs heal more.
I think you're right. No, it makes sense for him to be airborne, I think.
Yeah, is he in the same category as Diva?
I think so.
Okay, then that's the airtime, which I believe that's making him much harder to kill. Being able to be in the air much more than Diva can, getting the extra little bit of healing.
It's always fun to see a good Ball player do all these crazy things. We don't see Ball get played very often, except for like, it's overtime and I got to get to the point ASAP.
Wow.
Oh, pile driver down, popping up 2 or 3 of them.
It gets the hinder. Hurting a little bit. Gets down to 175 and squeaks away. A little bit of a hamster joke thrown in there.
Magic Turtle tried to drop the Diva Bomb, and unfortunately it looks like it did get nerfed for him this time around. Nothing picked it up.
We've got St. Francis all over. They are not playing cohesive at all right now. That might be from them playing pretty deep into the poke. And it's working very well for us as we've managed to make it with 4 minutes left. 0.35 meters away. Jetpack Cat pulls our tank off, comes back. That's a free pick. Juno goes down from Bob.
Idaho 0.35 meters left to capture, and they do 5 minutes. This is the exact same pacing that St. Francis was on when they played when they were on offense.
Looks like we're hitting our stride, hitting that big old Masayoshi Takanaka stride, which is riffing, and definitely playing much smoother than we were in that first half. I believe that is one of our strengths, is playing aggressive.
Baldiv going to go ahead and swap on over to the Ramatra too. Idaho coming into this fight with EMP, Mizuki ult, and Nano Boost. And almost even another Diva Bomb.
Yeah, I think the Ram swap might be to our benefit. Even though he can punch through our matrix, he still can get anti to burst down. He's a pretty big target.
Look at this trade that Ice Spice Lover and Brawler just had on each other. He got the elimination, but he still hit the dice before and allowed Brawler to finish the job from beyond the grave.
Awesome Sauce is just doing so good on these hinders. All game he's been dialed. Doing a great job supporting the tank. Bob goes down, straight down main. Gets slept, gets woken up unfortunately, gets hacked. Holy, getting the tank treatment.
Even hindered a little bit too.
Ramatra trying to be the brave soul to save the Diva Bomb goes down.
Nobody home from the Diva Bomb once again. Baldiv finding another pick on the Brawler. And we're going to go ahead and Nano Boost Magic Turtle up, waiting for the boosters. And he finds one on Sabrito Bandit in the back line.
Juno, Mizuki is getting held back by Cass. Magic Turtle goes down, unfortunately was able to go too far in, getting his supports cut off from him.
We're seeing a repeat of round one here, where both offenses steamrolled right to the last objective with 5 minutes remaining, and then the defenses kind of lock in and figure out what they need to do to hold the teams back.
This last point is such a hard one to attack because of how many side angles there are. Brawler goes down to Ice Spice Lover. Magic Turtle absorbs it. Aw.
Slept out of the high noon.
I thought that was ours that got lost.
Awesome Sauce getting a little crazy here, trying to take this 1v1 with the tank, but he's got that escape in his back pocket.
Bob goes down. Magic Turtle comes back, having lost his mech. Bob gets a pick. There you go, another one. That's 2 picks for Navigator.
One dink for Nav, and Bob to finish the job.
Ram's trying to just get away back to spawn to regroup. There's a chance he still might get staggered. Here he comes in, drops Kitsune. Mizuki ult. Not quite sure the name of that one.
We also saw an ult come in from Ramatra too as he got taken out there. Idaho picking up 2. Ice Spice Lover coming in for 1 more, but it's going to get traded off by Navigator. 3 meters remain for Idaho to go ahead and capture this point here. 2.5 minutes on the clock, and they are able to
There
secure.
we go. Even better than my wildest dreams. Not minute 30, but 2 minutes 30.
Yeah, Idaho's going to have a lot more time on their plate to get their next push in.
The adjustments that they made going into the second half worked well. Looks like we're going to be... Is that on defense first?
Yes, I believe the team that has more time defense first, and then they get offense second.
So defense did not look so hot for us on the first point, but they know what to expect. They're going to roll out very quick, very fast, and the composition that they had for this last half worked really, really well. They're going to roll with it all the same.
Baldiv going to go ahead and match the Diva mirror. Got the Cowboy and Cowgirl here on the DPS lineup, and sticking with our floaty supports, Jetpack Cat and Juno for St. Francis. And then Idaho's looking to do more so the same. They liked this composition last round. They're going to go ahead and run it here into round 3 on map 2.
Very boots on the ground, going to keep it tactical, and hopefully the sleeps hit, hinders hit, as they always have been, and we can shut down ball pretty early into the fight. Or, as it is, Diva right now. Got to be careful of that Matrix. Probably going to take a couple of our cooldowns. But I believe, does Hinder hit through a Matrix?
Which one? Like the Mizuki?
Yeah, Mizuki Hinder.
Yes, I believe it does.
That is amazing. And I think that's going to work to our advantage quite well. Huge damage. Yes, it does. Look at us being Mythbusters. I'm not quite sure what was happening with that Ash, but they were just looking at a dynamite. I don't know if they threw it or it was coming at them. Cass and JPC are taking the side angle. Somber chasing so close.
Oh, Jetpack Cat.
Looks like this high ground's going to be super vital. Hold on to the virus. Miss just barely. Able to translocate just in the nick of time.
30 seconds are on the board for St. Francis to keep this offensive going. Magic Turtle able to find one pick. Brawler finding a second one. Ball Dip going to trade it off and get Magic Turtle on his own. Morse make it another.
Dynamite.
Both teams are down a lot of players.
It's a little scary. Meat getting the first contest to his position. Gets taken out by Ash. It's a risky peek, but what you have to do to keep your team alive.
Burrito Bandit finding two more. Staying away for good measure.
St. Francis is going to lock down this point. We're going to regroup. We're going to let them capture it and have the player on the corner. This is not a terrible spot to be in at all. This first corner is pretty difficult to push around.
Yeah, Idaho was able to hold them off until overtime triggered. So once if Idaho is able to clear them off the point, that will set the pace for their offense.
JPC going to let D.Va get to the high ground without using any cooldowns. Going to get hindered right up the top. Magic Turtle still taking the brawl with the D.Va. I think they might need to look at that jetpack cap more. He's getting away more times than he's not. See, they get the knowledge of the ults that Ash is holding on to. Bob goes down. Holy.
Oh, what a shot from Burrito Bandit. They're still able to keep the payload roll in. 50 meters have been secured so far. Idaho was sent back to the respawn room and is forced to regroup and set another push.
Looks like no changes to our roster just yet. Neither to St. Francis. They've got two ults. We've got one with a D.Va bomb in our back pocket. One with EMP.
Bob is ready to join the field too.
Nano, Jetpack Cat. There you go. Good hit on Sombra. Gets the pick.
One player. Bob able to get Jetpack Cat out of the sky. D.Va bomb is in the air.
He goes down. Magic Turtle gets the pick on Juno. D.Va is able to get her neck back. Huge hack. D.Va gets knocked out of her place, and Vandals will take it at 86.49 meters.
Overall, for St. Francis, that was an amazing push for especially coming in with only a minute and 16 seconds on the clock. They got the first point and almost made it all the way to the second one. Idaho still has 2.5 minutes of their own to try to see if they can match it and secure map 2.
I'm curious if they're going to make any swaps on this one. Of course, it's a reoccurring question every single round because the game's dynamic. Got 2 minute 28. And this first point is going to make or break it. Once you start getting on that escort, it's just a matter of who can get the kill first. So we'll see how they roll out. See who falls first.
Ready for battle.
It's like rosters are staying the same, except for D.Va is getting swapped for Ram for Baldiv.
Cassidy's going to swap on over to May too for St. Francis.
Ooh. Definitely looking to drop some walls. If my prediction is right, May is going to be holding the high ground.
Oh, yes. Yeah, that is a really good place for May to go ahead and cut some people off and allow the team to focus in and get that quick elimination.
Actually, in prior times, this same setup, Numbani, May on high ground, D.Va as Jeremy coming out around the corner. There was a moment where Magic Turtle got walled off and was getting hit with the entire team. And that was actually a really strong point to figure out how each of the players think of whether or not Meat should have went in and Fury TP'd and Suzu'd, or let him die and we reset and take another fight.
Yeah, that's true.
So we'll see if that same situation pops up. We'll see how they play it. They've got one guy on the back, two guys on the back high ground. Taking the under on May is going to force it to drop.
What a cross-map shot from Burrito Bandit, taking Brawler off of the playing field. Idaho did make their way to the point, not able to get much captured on top of it though.
Navigator goes down to D.Va on the high ground. Such a hard matchup to try to beat. Magic Turtle goes to the high ground. The entire team is regrouped onto that. Unfortunate, he is unable to keep him alive.
Minute 35 on the clock for Idaho to keep this push alive and pick up a second map, or pick up their first map on map 2.
It just takes one fight. They got to get one pick, and now it's a 5v4, and they've got a 2v1 somewhere in there. A couple of early hits from Meat on the high ground. Gotta be careful with those icicles. They're doing a lot of damage per hit on a headshot.
Oh, yes, they do.
Hack on the health pack from Icicle wall. It's placed on the high ground, preventing a quick push.
Magic Turtle running all the way around and looking to surprise them in their own back line.
It takes face-to-face with Brawler. Unfortunate. Brawler will fall. Navigator gets the pick on Juno. Awesome Sauce goes down. Magic Turtle's mech destroyed.
Oh. Burrito Bandit has just been on fire with Ash.
Beautiful wall. Just barely able to squeak away. Maybe not.
35 seconds on the clock.
I would say there'd be thinking to do, but there's not much time to think. They're going to keep the same characters going in, and all they got to do is secure that pick. Burrito Bandit and Ethereal having a little bit of a bonding moment mid-game.
Always got to say hi to your supports.
Absolutely. Got Magic Turtle in the back line again. It's going to get the pick on May. I believe Nano hits Mizuki. Asleep.
Oh, what a volley.
Huge throw. Looks like we're going to place on this if the Diva pushes in. She does have Mech Bomb. Diva Bomb. Kitsune is also available.
This game has just been the same thing every single round, no matter who's on offense, who's on defense. This time, Idaho's going to capture it in overtime, and they're going to have to stick together and keep this payload rolling. A nice 86 meters if they want to secure the win here.
They just love a little bit of drama. And we're seeing Navigator. He's hitting a little bit more of his shots now. He's hitting his stride. And that's a couple of volts that are going to drop down at this point.
Uh-oh.
Oh, server issue.
What happened there? Oh.
Is that going to reset the lobby?
Uh-oh. I wonder if that was yeah, if that was a server-wide thing where everyone just got kicked out.
Surely it cannot be Ziply.
No, definitely not Ziply.
No. That's never even an idea. So,
uh-oh.
so Overwatch is just really unlucky with the just technical issues.
Yeah, it seems so.
Because
we gotta love it when that happens.
they just made a swap from row 5 to row 3 where we saw them better camera, better angle, and they can be louder because they have more space. Unfortunately, avoiding the power outages on their row has led to them experiencing server issues with Blizzard.
We love that.
Just magical. So we'll see what happens, actually. This is going to be an ECAC thing because that's right at the end of the match.
Yeah, where are you supposed to restart from, if at all?
Looks like they're going to be talking about it. Meat 11 looks pretty tense about that situation.
Yeah, this is high pressure for everyone now.
So this would be a great time to mention that I am the team coordinator for the team.
That's true.
So normally in this situation, I'll be down there with them. They're going to talk about it, talk about the rule book. While we're doing that, I will search up the rule book so we can get a better idea of what's happening. So technical issues in ECAC are often handled rule book first, then you ask the next person you can go to inside your lab, and then you escalate to ECAC staff. Usually, I try to avoid the ECAC staff. They're going to get it fixed. They're going to get it fixed fast. But then you're sitting in a waiting call and you have to deal with tech support.
Yeah.
So, and another one of the big issues with this is that teams disagree. We saw this in Rocket League where one of our players had an issue with their controller. Happened a lot with DS4 Windows where it just duplicates them and it treats them as like a player 2, but with mirrored controls.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah. And unfortunately, we had to take the loss for that game due to something that was out of our control. And hopefully that is not the case here. But ECAC staff is always very helpful in these situations. A big thank you to them as they have 5 o'clock every day have to figure out a whole bunch of issues with each of the teams.
Yeah, while we sort through these technical difficulties, we might take a quick break and a little be right back if it's not sorted out here in the next minute or so.
Absolutely. I think everybody get to Make sure your marbles stay together.
Yes.
I actually dropped that just recently. I said, because usually I say I'm about to blow up when I'm getting a little stressed, but I said I'm about to lose my marbles one time, and I kind of shocked myself.
That's a classic though.
Like I think I felt some tan from my skin leave my body when I said that.
Yeah, that would make
I
sense.
think I felt a little bit more ghostly.
Just wait till you pull the, oh, I've just had it up to here.
You better watch it, Buster.
Newsflash, pal. I am not having a good time.
Okay. So it looks like they're talking about it. Although it's not in the lab, Brawler is the team captain and he handles this stuff.
All right, we're going to go ahead and take a quick BRB while we get our technical difficulties figured out. Go grab some water, go use the bathroom, and we'll catch you all in a few minutes.
This just in.
Breaking news.
So there was a server issue, caused us to reset the whole match because it disconnected, brought us back, and you guys saw that before we cut away. The teams Because not everybody actually has a lab because esports is a smaller thing. Some people are playing at PC cafes. People are playing at home. And they had to shift their times for a time crunch, which has already put us in a weird spot. And the option after doing this, because one of their guys is on a time crunch, was either skip this match and play next. I don't know how you score that. Or you go and replay this match entirely.
And they opted to restart map number 2.
So we are back at square one.
After that crazy back and forth, round 4, map 2. We're going ahead and just scratching it back off.
Yeah, who doesn't love playing on the same map twice back to back against the same exact people at the same time?
Oh yeah, that's gotta be so fun.
It's going to be very interesting to see how these play differently because the defenses are going to be they're going to be bulletproof now.
And that was a quick capture for St. Francis, going ahead and putting a point on the board in their favor as they captured the payload, and it's time to go ahead and get it rolling.
Yeah, so in times like these where things get reset, a lot of the times you got to try to keep your head because some things happen that's unexpected, you get a little flustered, and it actually throws you off your game really bad. You've all experienced it. It's just a normal part of life, but it gets a little bit exaggerated in some of these matches. So I trust that our guys will be re-straightened, get their bearings right.
I think so. I think all 10 of these players are probably not the most thrilled about having to redo it, but it's okay. It happens, and it was very competitive first time around. Who's to say it's not going to be the second time?
I mean, it's just more fun for the stream. Everybody watching, you better get excited because you get to now see the direct compare and contrast of a team that just played a map for the first time today and playing it for the second time.
Creeping around the corner, though, as St. Francis is looking to go ahead and hit the checkpoint.
What a beautiful wall to seal Magic Turtle into there.
Go back to jail. And textbook offense is on the point for St. Francis right now.
Is history repeating itself again?
I think it is. I mean, we probably are going back to another round 4 if that's the case.
I mean, the other option is they go through the rounds, cap, 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 set it to the exact point that the payload was before, basically just restart it from there.
And just play and wait for the timer to go ahead and tick out.
Pretty much.
That would be pretty funny.
That would have been a creative way to fix it. But we're back where we are, and it's 4 minutes on the clock again. A couple of volts popping down.
Bob wants to come and hang out in the Vandal spawn point. Navigator able to find the pick onto Ball Diff, and Bob's going to go ahead and pick up Juno as well. 1.97 meters left on the objective. Whoa. And Idaho is able to lock it down and stop the defense or stop the offense
Magic
on
Turtle
this push.
Swaps to Czar to counter the Diva. I think this is a beautiful swap, allowing to play as a front liner. Try to prevent the overextension and the Diva getting too far back.
It's always kind of fun to see the rock, paper, scissors, lizard spot mentality with the tanks in this game, that everyone can just swap up to who they need to counter one another. And it makes the game just so much more competitive.
Yeah, some people, when they see that counter swap, they get a little mad about it. Dare I say, a little bit soy. So,
Ball Diff with the unstoppable offense, clearing out 4 Vandals and securing the point with 3:19 on the clock on this first push.
Very different look with 3 minutes on the clock. Whew. It's going to be a tough defense for the Vandals. So,
Aristas Terrace or Bongos, they're on display. I didn't realize that they're on display here at
Really?
Numbani. That was pretty cool.
it's been like that since Doom came into the game.
Oh shoot, it has, huh?
Yeah, because that was the Doom Fist.
Yeah.
And
I remember when that was in the payload.
good times.
Oh man.
Back in the good old days. The golden ages or something like that.
Back in my day, Sombra was a new character.
Back in my day, Doom had an uppercut.
Oh man, there's been so many crazy reworks throughout Overwatch's history. Were you around for the 5-man res era?
Yes, I was, and I really could not play Mercy at that time, even though I was heavy on support.
I was playing a little bit of Mercy. I think I hit at least one 5-man res in my day, and that is a great feeling. I was in a voice chat, everyone was dead. I came in, rezzed it all, and like the screaming that went through oh man, it pumped my 14-year-old ego so hard.
Cortisol levels are high. So, what was that called? No, Mercy got her individual res, and that became the Moth meta.
Yes.
That's
when Hanzo got Scatter Arrow taken away. They gave him Storm Arrow too.
Yes. I didn't actually know why it was called Moth meta until I actually like thought about it. Because there's a big old lamp on the floor with the orb of the soul.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Okay, looks like another pause. I may or may not have to step back out of here as they figure out what to do. So,
Surprise.
Hello again. Long time no see. It is not an Overwatch series without a little bit of technical issues.
That's true.
So, we love our team, so we love the effort that they put in to make sure things run smoothly, but tis the way of competition.
Yeah, sometimes it just happens. And Blizzard servers, if I'm not mistaken, have been a little bit janky the last couple weeks as is.
Yeah.
So
when the new heroes got added, it was basically unplayable actually.
Yeah. Oh man, I tried connecting. I had like 30 minutes before like the update came out. My PC took forever to update, and then I had like 30 minutes before my class started, and I was trying to get into the game, and it was like get into queue, kicked off. And it happened like 3 times. And then the second I got in, I only had like 5 minutes until I had to go to class. I was like, well, this is awesome.
That sucks. And you got to make the most out of those like 1-hour blocks. You got to sit there. Other games. What have you been playing recently other than like just competitive games?
It came out a handful of years ago. I was actually talking with one of the other guys in the lab about this. I pre-ordered the Guardians of the Galaxy kind of Telltale style game. I've been diving in that, trying to finish that up. I played it and I dropped it, and then I reinstalled it and was like, hey, I never beat this. So
I actually don't know what that is at all. I haven't seen anything about that.
You're not missing a whole lot. It's just kind of your typical superhero adventure story. And I've also been playing a little bit of Dispatch. I got like halfway through.
Dispatch is so good.
I've been loving it though.
How far are you in it? What episode?
I think I just finished episode 4.
Hell yeah. Invisigal, Blonde Blazer. Are you Blazer Glazer?
Yes.
Dap me up. So, yeah.
That is true. The other school is playing in a PC cafe. Megashark did mention that a little bit earlier, and that could be causing, or one of their players, not the entirety.
So, as things get figured out, there is a time crunch. There's going to be a cap to where they have to end because, don't have unlimited money to pay for unlimited time at a place that closes eventually.
That's true.
But fingers crossed we get this full series done. I think it's a little crazy to push a game back an hour and then
not play it out.
Well,
at this point, we're all so dedicated for it.
Push it back a whole hour and then you're at a PC cafe. But this isn't about them. Technical issues happen. It's not their fault.
No.
There's no reason to blame them. No reason to harbor any ill feelings, even though in the moment, as I said, cortisol up to here. We got to keep it down to here. But I want to keep talking about Dispatch.
As long as we don't get into too much of a spoiler territory, I would love to. I've avoided every single playthrough on YouTube because I wanted to go into it fresh. I gotta go back and lock in. Maybe that's what I'll do this weekend. I'll beat the game because I love it. I'm a huge superhero fan at my heart, and I love seeing a new IP come onto the field.
Yeah, I came into it not as a superhero fan, but as I was watching it through a Discord stream of somebody else play it, and it has got to be one of the greatest games to stream to your friends because you can sit there and you can all enjoy the story. You get to weigh your options of like what to pick because there's the one guy that's going to pick that terrible option, the one that's going to keep falling for the different female characters, the other dude that wants to hit on the shambling massive rocks. And then you get into the gameplay sections, which I don't know about how well you're doing in them.
Not the greatest.
Brutal. And I will warn you, it gets nasty.
Oh no,
It
I'm
gets
so
harder.
good.
You don't think a game like that is hard, but like you pick your difficulty medium or normal and hard. You go, oh, hard,
It's not
easy.
like it's during combat or
Yeah.
anything.
All of a sudden, sonar has been blown up 3 times back to back. And we get a peek in, still in the chat, still talking about what's happening. Game's still paused. And hopefully, as I keep hoping, hope never runs out. Things can keep going, keep rolling.
Yeah, if there's anything we can do, it's roll with the punches.
Looks like they're in game chat talking with the enemy team right now, which is an amazing play, actually. It's somebody call a ref. That's too good of a play.
It is.
But
What have you been playing recently?
a lot of Minecraft. So
Fun.
I'm gonna do a little bit of a plug. Anybody that's playing on CurseForge right now, you can download a pack called V's Challenge Pack. V as in the letter apostrophe S Challenge Pack. It is basically just a kitchen sink mod pack of guns, bosses, building, and magic.
Fun.
So that it was actually made by my older brother for everybody to play on, and that's just what we've been playing. I've got this big old build for it. When I'm not on that, because I have to wait for him to open up the world because it runs off of E4MC, basically just LAN connections, I run all the mods 10. First time ever playing an all the mods pack. I know the all the mod star is like the most brutal thing to work towards, but none of these mods make sense.
Oh, really?
There's like 32 tech mods, and I don't know how any of them work. I can work create because you get one item that does something and you just know how to connect it. These ones, you get a block that generates power, a block that takes the power, a block that takes the power and makes a new power, and another power. And then you can sync this back up to your main storage system where then it takes your items to make power. Crazy.
Yeah. I don't even think I've really ever played much modded Minecraft as is, but my brother's shown me a lot of his crazy builds that he's done with packs like that, and the engineering aspect is really crazy with what you can do in those.
I'm not an engineering student, but have you ever met an engineering student that gets into the modded Minecraft?
No, I have not.
One of our guys behind production, I'm not going to name names sake of anonymity. This dude hopped onto a server, built the maximum size 256 by 256 by 256 nuclear reactor.
Wow.
Each one of those blocks takes up a server tick. He got talked to by the admin about 5 different times to stop doing that and then got kicked. Who has the hours in the day to make a 256 cubed reactor?
Someone with some dedication.
But how many chunks is that? Each chunk is 16 blocks. It's like 8 chunks.
A lot of blocks. I'm not very good at math. I can't do that off the top of my head.
I don't. Recently, I've been getting big into the super big builds. I think I just built a tower or something that was like 100 blocks tall.
Oh, wow.
Big old wide base, nice old thing. It looks like a PC tower, I'm going to be honest. It's got like fans down the front.
That's sick.
The biggest nightmare has been balancing mob spawns with everything. In this mod pack, V's Challenge Pack, there's a mod called L2 Hostilities. Mob levels. Mob levels increase as XP goes up, as you kill more of them, and as you travel farther away and explore dimensions. Level 120 mobs. They've got like a 50 health. They can give you effects, levitation, nausea, poison, wither. Some of them just teleport. Aggravating.
Yeah. I mean, I get smoked by skeletons and zombies normally. I'd be cooked if I tried to.
Dude, I can't play
try to
normal
be-
Minecraft anymore.
Yeah.
At the start of all mods, I had no movement, no nothing, and I just had armor and a sword. And I got whooped. I was fighting some skeletons. I was getting chased by a sea serpent. Ran into a skeleton, almost died to the skeleton because I couldn't hit him because I didn't know how the swiping works.
Oh, yeah. That's fun. Like, for me, I grew up playing Minecraft a lot with my younger brother, and then I didn't really touch the game for probably about 10 years or so. And then he got me to come join his server for a bit. And every now and then we like to jump on. And to me, playing vanilla Minecraft now feels like modded Minecraft would have felt when I was a kid. Just
Yeah.
because of how much they've added to the game and how grown it is. It's like I still have to figure out everything in vanilla before I even want to jump
Yeah.
into the mods.
See, I don't even touch half the stuff in vanilla. Like, I haven't run into a pale forest yet. Beautiful white wood.
Yeah.
Never used it. Then they just added nautiluses into the game, which you can ride in the water.
Oh,
You can
no way.
jump. So you can make like a racing course.
Oh, that sounds fun.
It's pretty neat, but it's also really awkward because your collision is based on the nautilus and not you. It's like a horse, basically.
Yeah.
It's better than adding a monster creature that just attacks you when you haven't slept. That's all it does.
Yeah.
Hate it. In the mod pack, I have an M1 Grand, and I just keep shooting him out of the sky.
That's sick.
Does like 86 damage or something. It's like 40 hearts.
Oh, wow. How many hearts do you have? Like, how much HP do you get?
Depends on the pack because I can upgrade it and change my defense. I think right now I'm at like 40.
Oh, wow.
I still get, partially because I'm falling off of builds. I have feather falling like 9. I'm still dying to fall damage. You think after dying to it twice you'd learn?
Sometimes it just happens.
It's entirely preventable. So, still waiting.
All right,
Gonna-
we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back. And hopefully this will be our last crash, and we can smooth it on out from here. Catch
Yeah.
y'all in a few. All right. Hello, everyone. We got some updates to come and share with you.
So, unfortunately, due to one of their players having not consistent environment, the place that they're at forced them to leave. That sounds terrible. Internet cafe closed. So we cannot continue playing the game, unfortunately. So the team is left with a couple of different options to proceed forward. It is still up in the air as they're talking with ECAC admins.
Yeah.
And
We're looking at either a forfeit win for Idaho or a rescheduled match. You can go follow Vandal Overwatch on Instagram if that's the case, and we will have results posted there whenever we know what we can figure out.
yeah, so make sure to hit that follow button at Idaho Esports, at Vandal Overwatch. Make sure to watch some of the videos too. Don't forget that. Make sure you like them a little bit. Maybe drop a comment or two. You know, our players love reading the comments. They love the interactions that they get on those. And maybe you'll be able to strike up a conversation with some of the players.
Yeah, but that's going to conclude us for what we've got today. Thanks for joining us on our wild ride with reschedules, pushbacks, and a ton of crashes. I've been Spirit, joined by Mega Shark, and we'll catch you all on the flip side.
See ya.